All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of Sorts. Yeah, and we're still out of the new area. We're finishing up the nature restaurant. So, yeah, this is the second time recording this. Oh, no. The bear just... Oh, no. Oh, that was bad. It would have been better if he hit the pool. It didn't. It didn't hit the pool. I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. But it's, oh no. It's 36.2 degrees in Chicagoland. Oh my God, I want my summer back. We didn't even have a real fall. So, how's everybody doing? That poor bear isn't doing very well. Could have made the pool. I don't know how he got up there. Animals just appear. I still haven't finished this up here. We are going to finish the nature restaurant. This is, like I said, this is the second time recording this because I just didn't like the way the first one turned out. It was 51 minutes of just... I looked back at it and went, you know, there's nothing salvageable about this. So we've already shown the path. The path is done. It looks very cool at night. I will show a night shot on the way out. But I'm going to show you what I've been up to. No building in this episode because that's what made the first take just so utterly boring. The decision-making process on what I'm about to show you. Not here, on another build that I'm playing with. So I still have parts in the parking lot to do. These bushes are giving me a little bit of a problem. And like the realism look, trying to hide everything. It's not bad, but I want to do that a little better. But you come up here and we come inside. Everything's opened up and redone. I took out the curved wall to add this little cutout for nature. Turned out pretty cool. And moved the seating back. When you come in, you have this reception area. Information, reservations for the restaurant, stuff like information. Come back here, and this is what it looks like from this point of view. Nice. Some computers, a little office area, file cabinets. This is the employee lounge. So you have a bathroom for the employees, nothing major. Then you come out here and you got a little kitchenette, coffee maker. And this is where the employees of this section would go for their break or just to hang out or to hide from people. So then you have this nice reception area here. Yeah. And then we have bathrooms. Again, nothing special, just for realism. And then you come into here. This turned out pretty cool. I'm still debating on whether to change the fireplace material, but I like that layout. The kitchen is done. Got some shelves. I showed this off. You could just put stuff in there. Like so. And it miniaturizes it, which is really cool. So you have that. And then depending on different things, you get little hot sauce bottles or whatever you could throw in there. Put some utensils on the wall. Turned out pretty cool. Back here is an emergency exit. Because, why not? And it just comes up here. Because you kind of need it. I just wanted an excuse to put in an emergency exit. So there. Other than that, I'm not going to spend too much time back here. Put you can see how much different just adding a little foliage, some plants, some pictures, and some little art on the walls. These are just cut. These are different size panels cut in the circular saw. There we go. In the circular saw, so I can go in here, go in the circular saw, and take that, boom. And I just use these 3 different thicknesses of whatever I want to put in there. And then create like an artwork. I'd like to do a whole wall of this. That would be cool. Or different parts of the ceiling would actually kind of work. That didn't work. What I mean by that, I can take one of these, and that's kind of it. And just by putting, you know, different layering, it adds a bit of dimension to that. That looks kind of cool. I just thought of that on the fly. Because, you know, I am that that artistic. I don't know. But it's different ideas that you can come up with. And you see how much, look how cool that looks. It gives it that kind of outdoorsy, that texture. That is neat. I'm going to have to play with that and really take that to a different level. It just adds a whole new dimension to the build. You can see how that just added that, because this is supposed to be, you know, nature. And in nature, you know, well, you have that, what do they call that? Fibonacci circle, where everything is kind of, that's kind of cool. We're not going to overdo it, obviously. I overdo everything, but that's here nor there. I didn't touch anything down here. Everything over here is fine. I just spruced it up a little bit. I fixed some of the water. Here's there's a cave over here that I want to keep. And then we have this cave here, and I just kind of caved it in a little, or caved it in. I boxed it in a little bit, made it look better. So there is that. We have lights. We didn't go overboard out here. So there is seating. There is everything else. And then we have back here, we have the bar area, taps. We have our wine cooler and beer barrels. Yeah. So it's fully functional. Yes, it is. I can't get over how cool that looks. That is neat. And just by just a little bit of, you get that kind of cool effect. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy here, as I always do. But there you go. It just gives it that textured look. I still would like to do that on a wall, though. So that is going to conclude the nature area. Let's see if I can pull this off. So at night, that's when this really shines. Now, hopefully in editing, I'm going to be able to illuminate it a little better. You come down here, you have this path, and I'm really happy with the way this path turned out as it goes down into the conservatory. And I might take the path. What was that? I might take the path and continue it around here, but I don't want to overdo it. You're still there, dude. What's up? That was you making that noise. But like I said, this area is done. That tree still hasn't grown. Why won't you grow? Grow. I know you can. No. That's the only one. And I overdid the area. Of course I did. So, one of the things that I showed in the first botched episode is I wanted to figure out what I was going to do with these areas. So we have, and the thing that I really like about this nature area is you can't see it. You have to be up on top of it to see it. It blends in with the landscape real nicely, with the exception of this, but it's not too intrusive. And that comes out here, and you have an overview of the area here into this nice, gorgeous nature area observation deck. And I purposely, some people were like, nah, it doesn't need the deck. It's supposed to be observed. Well, it's going to be open air, but you could do it both ways. I mean, without the decking, that would even look less intrusive. So that's an option too. And the whole point of these videos are to take, something was flying around, to take what I do and say, yeah, I really don't like that. Okay, how would you do it? How are you going to build your build? Regardless of whether it's Minetest or Minecraft or any other kind of game, that you have to make the artistic choices. Because at the end of the day, and I use this term, I overuse it, imagination, it's all about, does it please you, the builder? It doesn't have to please anybody else. It just has to please you. And, I mean, if you create a dirt house, obviously that doesn't look good to anybody, but that's what you want. I want to do something with this idea, this little photo shack booth, but I figure if I just widened it by maybe 3 or 4, that would make a nice ice cream shop, or kind of like a fast food stop. So I want to continue that. It's not going to be here, obviously, but yeah. So one of the ideas is I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this area back here. And because this whole area here is going to be cleared out and done something with. There's going to be a park here. We know that. But there's going to be buildings on both sides of the street, and the park is going to be in the middle. So that'll take care of that. I would like to keep this because I'd really like to turn it into like an abandoned building of sorts. I think that would be most cool, like a decaying, dilapidated building. Oh, I have to fix this. So there it is. Wow, I didn't know that was that bad. What is all this stuff? Gravel. Huh. Well, that's going to be fun cleaning up. But I have to figure out what to do there to make all this. And then we have the backside of here. Now, this ain't that bad because I can extend some buildings this way, but this is where it goes into nature again. Look at all the dolphins. Cool. What was that? So we have, we have this whole area back here. And I'm not just going to put things just to put things. I mean, this is where this back leads up. I don't know why that's just hanging there in the air. I can put some more buildings back here. Actually, right here would be kind of an idea for have a little road in here and have buildings butt up against this. So that's what I have planned for. Now back here, I'm working on this idea. So this is what made the other video so long. This is on top of the one building. And this is going to be the master bedroom. This is going to be the master bathroom. Then you have this hallway that leads out. This is going to be kitchen and dining room with a patio. Nice. This is the front door area, but it's blocked off now. Using these panels, I was able to change the color of the wall back to white. And all that is just that. That's all it is. And there. And these are just little panels. Obviously, you can't put anything here now because it takes up the entire node, but it continues the wall color. And because these walls did not look good white, they needed to be the same color as the roofing area. However, that leads us to the problem of you gotta be, I forgot, I totally forgot that I had that. Oh no. Here's why. That was stupid. I can't believe I did that. You know why? Okay. I'm kind of glad the first video didn't work out. Here's why. You take that out, you put this in. Okay, we need the dark one here. There. You come around to the other side and you have white. That takes care. Ooh boy. There we go. Because where am I? We need this. Oh, help me. There we go. There we go. There we go. That takes care of the entire problem. This needs to be... Okay. Did I do it right on the other side? No. It doesn't matter because... There we go. So for this side... We have this. Wow. I cannot... You know, I forgot what I had in my own inventory. There. Now I can still put lights in. I can make this whatever I want. This, on the other hand... No, that's fine too. Because... all I have to do, I just need the interfacing part. There we go. Now for here, this is going to be a little different. Okay, that works, that works. And we're going to take this out and we're going to do this. And I need, there we go. Isn't that easy? So this goes there. So now we have, now I can put lights, I can do whatever I want here. That works out perfect. Nice. Now I continue the continuity of Oh, wait. I have a mistake here. This doesn't matter because... Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. You know why? Because I'm not going to put anything here. Now, for this, I can take this block, and put that there, and I can take that. Now, this will boom, boom. Now, we did that. To make this, because we're there we go. Nice. So this is going to be a closet. There's going to be some closet doors here. And so we can take this and do this. And then we can real quickly... But that's how you can change the color of anything you want. It just you just have to make a determination of whether or not you're going to put anything in front of that node. If you put anything in front of that node, that's going to severely lessen what you can do. Now I need the Japanese door. And for whatever reason, I'm not finding it. Because it's right here, right in front of me. So the reason why is we go boom, boom, it sets it in and then it opens. So there's our closet. We come in, we have a closet door. Now, so this area here is going to be, there's going to be a kitchen here, and then there's going to be a dining room. That'll take care of that. We have the bedroom. I'm going to do the same thing over here that I wanted to. Oh, I can do this. And the reason why I'm doing this is to make it uniform. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I can do, it just gives it frames it in a little bit. Cool. Because I can do anything I want with that ceiling. Over here, this is going to be, there's going to be like a little desk, an office area here. And then this is the living room. And the living room will entail some screen TVs and some couches and such and chairs that come in here. You have this glorious view out of here, which is really cool. And then you have another patio over here, which is going to overlay and look out to the other buildings. But you have gorgeous views and everything else. So that's what I've been working on. The whole thing is just making this look aesthetically pleasing. For bathrooms, there's going to be a bathroom on one side and a closet on the other side. But that takes care of that. Nice. And it'll work. These are going to be high ceilings. There's going to be like vines and stuff and plants. It'll work. So the only problem is you have just this one entrance to get in and out, which that's not a problem. And I have to figure out what I want to do with these stairs. But other than that, that's going to take care of that building. Now all of a sudden I'm lagging again. But I really like this building. This goes out the back door. I want to do something about this because it looks bad having it looks bad. You're not going to have grass in between here. Who am I kidding? So let us go. Let's stack this by about 20. And let's see what happens here. Cool. Maybe 40. But the whole thing is, it'll work. because, this is in between the building, and you're not going to have. Ooh, that worked out perfect. If you've ever been in a big city, you'll notice that they don't have grass in between the buildings. So it's all concrete. I can put in some gravel there. Hi, Mr. Piggy. But back here, that's a little different. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Actually, one more. Make that look really good. One of the problems that I have is these shops down here. And I'm going to show that because we're going to finish this episode in under a half hour. I kid you not, the other one went 50 minutes. It was like, wow. So what happens is we have this building here. This building over here lends itself, in my opinion, to like a law office or a bookstore. These back here are just retail, and then the restaurant. This is an office building. It can be whatever we want it to be. It's for the employees. This, because of the vibe that it gives off, I really like this interior, but I'm thinking of another pet store, a small pet store. This is obviously department stores, an office, but these back here, you can only put in so many coffee houses and restaurants. So I'm thinking of maybe a motorcycle shop over here. Why not? Motorcycle shop, and then another cafe is everywhere. That would make sense to have either that be a coffee house and this be another restaurant, because you got the theater here and you have the museum here. This is a technical building. This is another office building. You got the museum here. You have all these things, but the main reason is because this looks so cool when these are populated. Here's the flower shop. And then, empty, the foyer. And then you have the computer shop. And then you have another cafe or coffee shop kind of deal. You got the forest area over here. We have another rat. Got him. You can't have rats. No. And then we have this back here. And it looks so much better when you have stuff in here. That's because I copied this building and pasted it. But before I did the flower shop, this is a totally believable area, but there's nothing in there. So even though I'm not going to populate every single business, and I still want to do a resort kind of back here. And then we have the bridge and everything, and it leads to the circular restaurant. So I'm getting tired of restaurants. I really am. But I have to come up with some other thing with a given inventory that we have to make this all work. So there is that. I want to put in another gas station. Those are a necessity. I mean, we have all this. We have the strip mall down here. Get the leg out. We have a small fast food restaurant. The subway system is fine. We have the car wash. We have the speed shop, the convenience store. We have this mall hotel area with another, you guessed it, sports bar. And yeah, but everything's fitting in. I'm really digging the forestry and the nature aspect of this. But got to get back to some city building and how. So these are kind of the borders of, the borders of the town and everything. See, and then you come out here as you're coming back to civilization, you have where we took off. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do here, but this area is really, I'm really starting to like this. The one thing that I have forgotten, I have enough subways. I just don't have, and all the subways are connecting, which is nice. But what I don't have is I want an above ground railroad. So I have to work on that. So yeah, that's going to do it. Go from there. So, and there's I want to do an overview video because there's a lot of places that people have forgotten about, like the vineyard and the houses on the old section of town over that way, and then the castle and the newer section of town. So we're getting there, but this is really starting to come together. I'm really starting to get into all that. So that's going to do it. Back in my little studio here. I'm just staying out here because it's closer to the build. Could go to my other home. That's the cool thing about owning this game is I have many, many homes. Yes, I do. And this is one of my all-time favorite builds. So that's going to do it. Yeah. Oh, and a lot of people have been asking about my texture pack. So all my texture pack is, if you go to the website, rgsproductions2005.com, where you can send your pictures of your builds, there's a mods used page. At the bottom of the mods used page, it also shows where the texture packs that I use. I use a combination of default textures and then HDX, Vanessa E's HDX 128 and 256 texture packs, and Polygonia texture pack to come up with my texture pack. And I've shown in other videos how I done that, just by taking the textures. Whatever you put in a texture file will override the default textures or even the mod textures. It'll read that. So all you have to do is replace the textures. If it's brick wall and you want to use a different brick wall than the default brick wall, you just add that texture into your own texture pack and then select it, and it will use that over whatever other brick wall one is in there. I'll show that again. So other than that, that's going to do it for this episode, and yeah, go from there. So thank you very much for joining. Until the next episode. Goodbye.